Remember the hype? The Metaverse, once hailed as the next great frontier. A fully immersive digital universe where we'd live, work, socialize, and spend. It was supposed to be the evolution of the internet itself, a new reality built on code and ambition. But a few short years later, that dream stands eerily silent. The billion-dollar metaverse has quietly collapsed. It began with grand vision. October 2021, Mark Zuckerberg steps onto a virtual stage and unveils Meta, pledging billions to build the metaverse, a shared 3D world, more real than reality itself. A digital economy, virtual homes, digital identities, infinite possibilities. The idea was intoxicating. Tech giants followed suit. Microsoft, Epic Games, Nvidia, all racing to stake their claim in this virtual frontier. The press called it the next internet. Investors called it the next gold rush. And everyone, from small startups to Wall Street giants, felt the fear of missing out. Money flooded in. The word metaverse became a magic spell that raised valuations overnight. But behind the fanfare, few ask the simplest question: do people actually want to live in a virtual world? When the first wave of metaverse platforms arrived, reality began to settle in. Meta's Horizon Worlds promised social exploration and shared creativity, but it often felt empty. Decentraland and the Sandbox offered digital land ownership and NFT economies, but their worlds were barren, their gameplay minimal. For all the talk of immersion, the metaverse didn't feel alive. Users described clunky controls, lagging performance, uncanny avatars. Expensive headsets limited access. Even the most devoted early adopters found it hard to justify long sessions. Most logged in once and never returned. For a universe meant to redefine social life, it was surprisingly lonely. What was supposed to be a revolution began to resemble a ghost town. Beneath the hype, the cracks were deep, both technical and economic. To make a metaverse truly believable, you need massive computational power. Photorealistic graphics, low latency, and global-scale infrastructure. But today's internet, even with cloud computing, can't yet handle that vision. A few hundred concurrent users in a single virtual space strain servers. And when your avatar lags or your world stutters, immersion shatters. Economically, the math didn't add up. Building high-fidelity virtual worlds is expensive. Maintaining them is even harder. Most companies banked on speculative economies, NFTs, virtual land, and tokenized assets. But those markets were volatile, even before the crypto winter hit. The result? A paradox. No users, no content. No content, no users. A perfect digital chicken and egg. Money can't buy momentum when curiosity fades. The industry's focus drifted. Rather than building connection, creativity, or accessibility, attention shifted to speculation. Virtual real estate was sold for millions. NFT art collections flooded social media. The metaverse, once framed as humanity's next digital society, became a casino. Projects measured success in sales volume, not social value. And as the crypto bubble deflated, so did confidence in the metaverse itself. Meanwhile, users asked a simpler question. Why would anyone sit through meetings as an avatar when Zoom already works? The vision was grand, but the use case, unclear. As companies pivoted to AI, augmented reality, and more practical tools, the metaverse started to fade from corporate roadmaps. The promised revolution was now an afterthought. And so, it didn't end with an explosion. It ended quietly. By 2024, usage metrics told the story. Decentraland averaged fewer than 1,000 daily active users. Meta cut staff and rebranded internal teams toward AI. Investors wrote off billions.
The metaverse was not destroyed. It simply drifted into obscurity. Today, fragments remain. Small VR communities, niche gaming worlds, virtual concerts. In these spaces, the dream still flickers. Smaller, humbler, but alive. Perhaps this was never a failure of technology, but of timing and understanding human desire. The metaverse teaches us something fundamental about innovation. Hype moves fast, but people move slowly. Technology can build worlds, but it can't force us to live in them. True revolutions solve problems, not just imagine them. The smartphone replaced dozens of devices.
The web democratized information, but the metaverse offered little beyond novelty, at least for now. Its collapse isn't the end. It's a lesson. A reminder that progress is built not on fantasy, but on human need. Maybe one day, with better tools, smarter interfaces, and deeper purpose, a true metaverse will rise again. Not as a product, but as a place people actually want to be. You've been watching World Watch, exploring the stories behind the world's biggest tech dreams and digital transformations. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing and share your thoughts below. Did the metaverse die too soon? Or was it doomed from the start? Until next time, stay curious. And remember, not every future arrives on schedule.